Hi everybody, it's Sonia, Sonia K Creations. Come on in, we're going to get started. We're going to make a few little projects today. So, hope you guys have been well. We've been gone on vacation, but we're home and, well, we're home for 2 days and then we're heading for one night to see our grandkids and watch them while her parents go to a concert. So, let me know that you're watching. I don't see anybody on yet. Oh, there's an eye. So, I see a few eyes, I just don't see any comments yet. So yeah, we're gonna make 3 little projects today. We're gonna try to make a lot before November 21st, so a lot of Christmas stuff. So hi Barb, hi Ann. So go ahead and sprinkle and all that stuff. And I started putting stuff on YouTube, so there's a few new videos on YouTube if you haven't followed me there, or subscribed I guess it's called, but probably maybe tomorrow I'll put a link to it if you haven't subscribed, but you can just find me at Sonia K Creations on YouTube. I just put a few, but I'm going to start adding more each day, so now that I know how to do it. So hi Lynn and Tammy and Jeanette. So we're going to get started. We're going to paint. This was just one of those big long signs. I think it said love is patient, love is kind, or something like that, that you get from Dollar Tree. They have them periodically. My husband cut it down for me. So we're going to paint it white. And then put that to the side while I let it dry, and we'll probably put another coat. I did a lot of painting ahead of time, but we might have to paint one other thing, but this might be the only painting that we do. So yeah, we just got back from Disney. I was going to say yesterday, but it was not yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. So we had a good time. It was a little bit warmer than we were expecting, but it was still good. I'm going to go like this. We saw lots of characters and parades and wore ourselves out and needed a vacation from our vacation, you know. If you've gone to Disney, you know, it's nothing like being tired when you go to Disney. It's a whole different tired. Okay. So we'll just let that dry. Oh yeah, definitely did have a good time though. We're blessed to be able to go. All right, so what we're going to use is these, I don't know what are they called, like, look like church windows. They're just wood blanks. I got them recently at Walmart, so you can get them. They come just unpainted. So I painted one side of 2 of them with just the same white. I think this is plaster. Yeah. So what we're going to do, that's just going to be the back, but we're going to put something on the front. So the first one we're going to do is, well, actually we're going to do 2 of those. We'll just work on those at the same time. So I have 2 that are painted on one side, and it doesn't look a whole lot different, but it is white on one side and natural wood on the other. So we're going to take some hymnal sheets and we're going to put them on 2 of the fronts. I have, what do I have? Angels We Have Heard on High and Angels from the Realms of Glory. That's just what I had, so that's what we're using. Arches, is that what they're called? I don't know. They kind of look like, I think of like cathedral windows or something, stained glass windows. But yeah, I got them in the craft section at Walmart fairly recently. I don't remember what I paid for them, but I just like the shape of them because I didn't have anything like that. Try to get this on straight here. So I'm just using a glue stick like I normally do, but you can Mod Podge if you want. Yeah, we're going away Saturday to go see our grandkids again because their parents are going to a concert. So we're just gonna leave Saturday and come home Sunday. So then after that, we will be home for a while. So I'll be trying to go live a lot so that I can. I like to craft with you guys more than just by myself. So because I have my bazaar coming up on the 21st, so I get as much done as I can. I probably have a lot, but I don't even know. I have it all put away. Okay. We're making 3 just little. I should have put this more to this looks not, I gotta take this off and pull it over to the right just a little bit more. It's not quite wide enough, so I just want to make sure it's got about the same white on each of the page on each side. That's better. We did have a good variation. Oh, my thing is falling down. That's better. We had a good, thanks Kathy, we had a good time. We never usually have any kind of traveling, you know, problems with plane travel or anything. But this time, we kind of did on the way home. Trying to get it. We had to get up at 4 a.m. to get an Uber to get to the airport. So we did that. Got to the airport, got all checked in, got to our gate, and found out that it was a delay because they had to get a fill-in stewardess or flight attendant, whatever they call them now. And she was coming from LAX, which we were at John Wayne Airport. The first they said it was just going to be like 20 minutes. Anyway, it ended up being close to 2 hours. So we could have slept in, which is a bummer. And it was so cold. I was so cold in the airport. They had it so cold. But anyway, so we waited. Finally, the stewardess walked in. Everybody cheered. We got on the plane, got going. Then got to Seattle. And we just sat on the tarmac for a long time. Because they had to use our gate for an emergency plane. A plane that had a medical emergency. So we didn't have a gate to go to, so we sat in the plane for a while. I don't even know how long. Quite a long time. I played solitaire on the little computers on the plane so I could not think about it. And Alex was pretty noisy. So I was ready to get off the plane. And then we started moving again, and we were excited, and then they go, oh, and now we don't have a gate attendant. So we sat longer on the plane. So anyway, we were thinking we would get home really early, because we had to drive 3 hours after that. 2.5, 3 hours. But instead of getting home around 1:30, I think we got home around 4:30, which was fine, but I was tired. Alex did really good on the whole trip, except for the last couple nights he didn't want to sleep. Well, the last night he slept, but the 2 nights before that, I had to force him to go to sleep, and he just was giggly, and it's hard when you're in a hotel room when he's super loud. But other than that, he was a complete angel and had a great time. So I didn't tell you, I was just sanding off the extra there. Okay. Hi, Jan. All right, so then we're going to use, I had this sheet, another sheet from DecoupageCentral.com of just some vintage, comes with the Santa, the really vintage colors, and then these 3 little pictures, or actually it's 4 little pictures. And then this little girl too. So we're going to use the Santa and this little girl. So what we're going to do is the Santa is about a good shape for this. So I'm just going to take my water method, and I'm going to kind of make it look kind of arched like this a little bit. So my husband's home. I had to put the alarm on because I was home myself and I wanted to make sure Alex didn't get out. So I'm just putting a little water in a dish. And then taking a paintbrush. And I'm just going to kind of, I've done this before, just take the water and go along the paper where I want it, rip it. And it just rips real easy. So I'm just kind of doing that. Mostly on the sides, I just want to get off this white line here. White edge, I guess you'd say. You could leave it straight and just cut it if you want, but I like that natural look. Okay, so I just kind of did it like that. Hi Cheryl, thank you. And then we're just gonna put this on here. And like I've said before, you can see the notes behind it, but I don't care because I like that look. But you could paint the back of your decoupage paper just with white paint, but I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to use more Mod Podge. We'll get these two pictures on and then we'll go back and put another coat on the, I don't think it's dry yet actually, but no sense in spending time drawing when I can do other things while it's drying. Because I have a, Jan asked, how can I tell it's Jim coming in and not Alex going out? Well, first of all, I heard Alex in his bedroom, so I knew he was in his bedroom. And Alex can't, I locked it and deadbolted it. He doesn't know how to do that. And I could just tell when the person came in, I could tell he was doing the alarm, turning the alarm off, and Alex doesn't know how to do that either. So, but first of all, I knew Alex was in his room because I just saw him. All right, so I just did that like that. Yeah, this is decoupage paper from decoupagecentral.com. I don't sell it or anything or get anything from it. I just like it. All right, and then this one, let's see, I haven't really decided how I'm going to cut it. Might do the same thing, actually. I'll just kind of round it. Just go up straight along the edge, I think, and just kind of do that. Okay, so I just did that one kind of like that. We did have a great trip. Disneyland's one of those things that it's super fun, but super tiring. And we were talking about, we took our kids one time to Disney World, their first time to Disney World, for 7 days in the parks. I'm like, I must have been 14 years younger because I don't think I could do that anymore. But also we didn't have Alex, and Alex is not hard, but you know, it's more work. It's kind of like having a baby in the park. Okay. And that time we didn't take him. We just took our older two. I actually love how you can see the music behind it. Okay, so then I want to take, sure you guessed, some Distress ink and go around it. Mostly because I like it, but also because there's a little bit of white edge where the music sheet didn't go quite to the edge, and I don't really like that you can, I don't like that as much, so this kind of disguises it a little bit. I love the Distress ink on hymnal pages. So I mostly go around the edges, and then I'm just going to I like how when you go on the edge of this rice paper, it kind of sticks to the edges too. But also I'm going to go on the middle of the, like just a little bit here and there on the music sheet so it doesn't look so new. This is going to be so cute. Okay, maybe a little more on the top. Okay, so there we have that. How cute is that? Yeah, the papers are about close to $4 a sheet, but like I said, some of them, like this one, you got what, 1, 2, 3. This one you got like 6 sheets, 6 different pictures. Some of them you get one whole, it's a huge picture. Some of them you get 2 pictures per sheet. Some of them you get 4. So you can get a lot of projects out of one sheet. And I don't know, I can't remember how the shipping really is, because I always try to get, when I ordered a whole bunch at the beginning of this, like probably in like August or something, because I get a whole bunch at once so that I think they had like, at that time, I don't know how it is now, but if you ordered a certain amount, you got free shipping. So that's what I do, so I don't have to pay the shipping. And you can get it where you just download it and print it yourself, but the time I didn't have a printer, so I didn't want to do that. But now we have a printer, so I think it's a little cheaper that way. But I like it on the rice paper too. I think you can do the downloads on that. I'm pretty sure. So I'm doing the same thing on this one. Love it. I love those vintage Santas. All right, so we're going to put those aside. We're not done with these. We're going to do something else with them. But we're going to go back to this. It's almost dry. We'll just dry it real quick. Put another coat on that. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Diane. Thanks, Christine. Okay. Just put another coat on this really quickly. The words don't cover completely on this coat. I'll just put that on the bottom, which is fine. I think they are anyway. I don't think I painted the bottom. Oh, I didn't. But now I painted every side, so how am I going to set it down? But that's okay. I'll just set it on that same end and I can repaint it if it messes it up. Okay. The arches I found at Walmart, and I found them fairly recently. A lot of stuff I've been using this year. I haven't been buying a lot because I've been trying to use stuff in my stash, but those I did buy this year sometime. A couple month or two ago, probably now, but I'm sure they still have them if they're in stock. Okay, so then, okay, we're going to get one more ready. This one we're not going to put music sheets on. This one came with 2 in a page, and it was this, and I used the other one. I don't remember what it was, but it was another sheet that came with it. I think it was some sort of Santa Claus. No, it was little girls. Where are those little girls? I don't know. I put little girls on something. Maybe I put it away already. Yeah, I don't see it. But anyway, it had 2 little girls. So we're going to use this one. And this one's big enough to cover the whole thing. So I just painted this white so it would be brighter. And we're going to glue this on here. Alex, you want to come say hi? Just kind of deciding where I want to put it. Guess he doesn't. He's gone. Okay, so I don't know if I showed it to you. So it's a cute little girl gathering greens, it looks like, in the forest. So we're gonna... I don't know if I've ever like tried to sand with this. Oh yeah, it works pretty good. I've never really sanded this paper because I usually put it in the middle of other paper, but looks like it sands pretty easily. Thought I got paint on me, but piece of paper. Okay, so we have that one. Oh yeah, you're right. I was thinking it was on the mirrored frame, I think. She's telling me what I put the little girls on. I must have put it away already in my bizarre stash. So I'm just going to take some more of the Distress ink and go around this just lightly. Or maybe not lightly. I don't know. I like it. Wasn't sure. Gives it, I don't know, makes it look so much more vintage, I guess you'd say. It kind of frames it out too. These papers, you can do such easy, beautiful things very easily. I don't think I need to put it on the bottom because I'm not gonna, it's not gonna show because we're gonna zhuzh these all up. So there's that one. It is really pretty, isn't it? And I got stuff all over the back of this. Keep that up a little bit. Okay, so I just stick my hands right in it. Okay, so now we are going to put them on little stands. So I have one of these little, well, it's kind of like something like this that you get from Dollar Tree, but it's a small one. I actually think I might have got this one at Joann's, but anyone you could use, but just a little plaque. Painted it white. I'm going to just distress it a little bit with the sandpaper. I wish I had more than one of these, but I only have one, so we're going to have different stands for the other 2. And then I'll probably just add a little bit of this Distress ink too. Most of this is probably not going to show too much, but okay, so we have that. Yeah, it was a Dollar Tree mirror frame. You're exactly right. Okay, and I have another one of these that I painted earlier that I'm just going to add some Distress ink to. This has a little blue coming through, which that's weird because there wasn't blue on it, but okay. So I'm just going to kind of go around this. I don't want to sand this because it is pink underneath. I'll make that the bottom. And the other one's still drying, so we'll just come back to that. Wait, that one, no, I'll make this the bottom. Okay. Alright, so we just kind of did that. Alright, so you ordered the 4 church rice papers. Yeah, they're really cute. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to put the little girl on the round one. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue it to this, and I'm hoping it'll stay up without putting a block or anything, but if I have to, I can. So I'm going to use some hot glue and some wood glue. I think it'll be alright. I think it has a big enough edge. Decide what edge I like the best this way. And put a little hot glue on here. It's okay if it comes out a little bit because we're going to zhuzh it up anyway. This almost fits perfectly like on here. I'm going to hold it for a second. Make sure that's pretty straight. Looks pretty good. So I just kind of did that. And then we're going to take the Santa one, I guess. Doesn't matter, either one. We're going to put it on here. Same way. We'll get them all put together, and then we'll get the first 2 put together, and then we'll work on those and then zhuzh up the other one at the end. So have that like that. Okay, so we'll work on those 2 and then we'll come back to the last one. Yeah, clean up just a little bit. Okay, so we have these 2 like this. Now we're gonna zhuzh them with I don't have a lot of greenery right now because I haven't bought any, but we're gonna use what I have. So I thought because of the colors of this one especially, that we're going to use some of this, and it's like a winter scene, so this like snowy eucalyptus, but I know this isn't really a winter plant, but those kind of, I don't know, kind of peachy white cosmos, we're going to use some of those, probably maybe some pine cones. I have pulled these off of some of my fall greeneries on my mantle, and then I have some of these too that are kind of that same colors. And maybe some pine cones. So that's what the plan is for that one. So we'll see. So I have a few torn off already. So let's do that. This one's kind of weird. So we're just going to kind of put it up. We went to Disney, yeah. I meant to say I got those shapes from Walmart. If that's what these shapes right here. I didn't say that. That's where I did get them. I don't know what I said. All right, so I'm just gonna start kind of doing this. I'm just kind of doing that like that. Might put the flower next. Do I want a large flower or do I want a smaller flower? I have a couple sizes. I don't want to cover too much of her, but this one will kind of go up the side a little bit. I think it'll be like cute. I didn't want to cover all her boots because her boots are really cute. So we're just kind of doing this. What do you guys think? Are you sprinkling? And then, let's see. All right, let's find a, I just had a pine cone. What did I do with it? I have more, but I had one out here, but I don't know what happened to it. Okay, that's all right. I got a whole bag of them here. Thanks, Tammy. So I'm just kind of adding to it. Come on, this little pine cone. Jim, that's really loud. I gotta shut my door. My husband's playing with a communication device for Alex that we just got. So, all right, let's put another one of these. I am kind of covering her feet, but whew. It is kind of soft and romantic, isn't it? Can't get it to go where I want it to go. Okay, we need one more piece coming out here on the end, I think. And these greenery are from Hobby Lobby, which I got them last year, but I'm pretty sure they still have the same things. But really, any green, this probably wouldn't have been my first choice, but now I actually really like it. I wasn't sure about this greenery, but I do like it. It's just what I had, and I was like, we're going to use what I have. less than that, just a little bit. I want one little piece coming out here in the front, and then I think this one will be done. Yeah. I think it's so cute. Except for the glue strings everywhere. Okay. There's that one. I think that's going to be done. I'm going to paint back here a little bit so that I can cover where I got a little glue coming out the back. There we go. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty cute. I like it. All right, so that one's good. Let's go on to this one. This one, I don't know what I decided I was doing on this. Oh, I didn't put any of those little flowers in. Let's see if I want to add some of these or not. See if they add anything to it or if they just don't look that good. Oh, I actually kind of like them, so I'm just going to put a few of these. Yeah, just a couple. One more. Or two more. Oops, that one fell off. Okay, so I just added a couple of those. Okay, down there. All right, I think that looks really cute. Okay, so then we'll go on to this one. I think I'm gonna maybe do the same colors. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same things I think on this one. The other one we're gonna decorate different because it's definitely got different colors in it. Okay, so let's grab some more of these. I know it's hard for you guys to watch because I have to do it. I just cannot turn it the other way very much because it's very difficult to do it that way. For me, anyway. I am glad to be home. We're always love to go on vacation, but it's always fun to get home too. Get back to normal. Hot! I just burnt myself. Okay. I think I'm going to use the big one again. Yeah. Doesn't want to lay flat. Now I have no glue on it. Goodness gracious, this flower is being a pain. Just doesn't want to lay like I want it to lay. There, that's better. That's right, we'll fix it as we go. Grab some more of this. Actually, I'll get a pine cone first so I don't run out of room. This one and a little one. I'd like a littler one than that. Here's a small one. We're getting there. Oh, hi Kim. This is what we did this one already today. And then we're working on this one, and then we're doing a third one. Okay. Sounds like somebody's knocking on our door. The salesman, I'm glad I'm not out there. You love the old world Santas? Yeah, so do I. I always think, is that how they actually dressed to be Santa back in the day? I don't know. Maybe so. Okay, I feel like it needs something hanging down the front. Right here. Okay, we're going to add some berries to this one. Did you love your little trip? I love Disney, but you've never been. Yeah, it was so fun. You should. It's an investment. I understand. It's not cheap to go to Disney. So I don't have a lot of berries here. I didn't cut off as many as I thought I did. But yes, we had a great time. You know, we go because we like it, but we go because Alex he just lights up at Disney. And you know what? Disney is the best with disability services and of any park or any place we've ever been. So they just know what they're doing. They make it very good for at least autistic people. I know they're trying to change their policy on not all disabilities get as much services as autism does. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's good for us. It was real. We were there on a Thursday, a Friday, and a Monday. Friday, Saturday, and a Monday. And it was pretty busy on that Friday, Saturday, but because we get the disability access pass, it makes it much better. Just adding little bits of berries that I have left here. Okay, we're going to add some we're going to add some of the, what was I going to say? Oh, those little flowers. Okay, I want one little piece in the middle of the pine cones. Okay, I think I might add something to the base of this one. What do you guys think about this so far? I'll paint the back a little bit while you're looking at it because I got glue coming out a little bit. That's looking pretty cute. Had this, where is it at now? Put it out here. Gosh, I'm losing everything today. Oh, there it is. I had this, has like a green pinstripe, and I thought it might look pretty on here. Do I like that, or do I like it with or without? Can't decide. I kind of like it with, but I kind of like it without too. I think I'm going to go with. So, see how much I need here. So they're all a little, well, we might add something to the base of the other one too. I don't, the last one. All right, so we're going to just glue this on here. Just to dress up this board because it's, oh, I did not get enough glue. Because it's a little boring. And I'll cover up where it didn't get cut very well, right here on the edge, on the end. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks really pretty. What do you think? This is an arch thing that I got really recently in the wood section of Walmart. They're just some kind of an arch. So look in the, you know, their wood pieces in their craft section. Oh gosh, I love them both. So far they're turning out adorable. This is, oh, they're Decoupage Central. You could use rub-on transfers as well, whatever you have. You could use napkins, get cute napkins that have a Santa on it or a winter scene or something. Whatever you have. Find something on the internet and print it off or something like that. Okay, so let's go on to the last one. Is this dry yet? Pretty dry. It's just dry just a tiny bit on the top. Yeah, those are so cute. Hopefully they'll be good sellers. I love them. Hey, no moss screen to be found, right? Okay, that's pretty dry. All right, so let's add some some distressing ink to this. Is that the bottom? Okay, yeah. Oops, there's some pink that I didn't get covered. go back and fix that. Because I didn't wait for it to dry when I just put that paint on and then just went over it with this. That doesn't work so good. Maybe we'll make this the front. Okay, so we just did that. Yep, they're from DecoupagCentral.com. Okay, so then we'll grab our other one, which I love. This one's a little bit different. We didn't put the paper behind it, the hymnal paper, because it was big enough to cover the whole thing. So we'll glue that on there. Is that stuck? Oops, right here it's coming up a little bit. Not because the glue is bad, it doesn't work. It's just probably because I didn't put enough. Because I have never had anything that I do with glue sticks not work. It stays on. Whoops! Okay. Nothing happened to my screen, but I just saying I didn't use it on this project, you know, because every other project I use it. So I'm just saying I can do something without it. You know, I've done some. Well, that one didn't have any moss green. That one's celery. So, but most of the time I do use it, but I thought white would be better with these. So we got that on there. Still like moss green. I'm actually working on a project off screen that I put a before picture. I took a before picture and I'm going to give you an after picture. I'll probably put it on my page tomorrow. I'm just trying to do some stuff, more stuff in live because I got to get some stuff done. Okay, so I think we're going to use these same florals just because only other ones I have that are Christmassy are not that cute. So I think I'm going to use these still. Let's see if let's use this one. We're going to do the same thing, kind of, but we're going to use little different things besides this. Just kind of add in that. These wood pieces, I can show you what it looked like originally if you didn't come on until late. It was a big long piece from Dollar Tree, and they have them almost every season. I don't know if I've seen them right now, but it was a big long, it was just like this but long. And we cut those two pieces I'm using out of, and this, it said something like love is patient, and I just paint over them. But if you have wood that you just have in your, if you have wood that you have piles around your house, whatever you have, I just look through my stash and like, what can I use for a base? And like I said, if I would have had more of these, just these round ones, those are cute. But then I really do like it with the once I put the ribbon on there, I think it looks cute with these blocks, which I've used these a lot. Okay, now this one, I'm not going to use, I don't have any, well, I could use white flowers. Let me see, I have some white flowers. Let's see what these look like. I have the same ones, but you probably can't really tell the difference, but these are kind of a cream and these are stark white. Although her dress has that same color as this. You know what? I am going to use this because I didn't realize her dress is almost that identical color to the cream ones. So I think I'm going to go with that again. But we are going to use some different berries with it, I think. Let's see if it looks good with... I have red berries that I think I'm going to use. Yeah, I like this better than the white, so I think I'm going to go with this. You have not found any lately. What were we talking about? Oh, those long pieces. Yeah. Well, I have like some long pieces that I got for a project that I got, like this huge big long thing. I got this for practically nothing at the hardware store. It's basically the same thing. It's a little bit thinner, but doesn't really matter. So you could get one of these from the hardware store and cut it down, and you could get so many projects out of that. So I could have used that, but I was trying to use, you know, the little things that I had. Where'd everybody go? Am I too boring? I'm sure I am boring. I'm not one of those exciting crafters that are kind of crazy wild. Oh, thanks, Diane. Yeah, I'm going to actually add a little glitter, I think, to each of these at the end. Thanks for reminding me. You guys probably won't be able to see it very well from on there, but in real life you can see it. No, I don't like that. All right, let's just add one more little piece. I like to tear just the tips off when I just need a little piece. Okay, so we have that. Thanks, Kimberly. I hope people like that I don't talk as much as some, which is fine. They can do, it's their page, they can do what they want, but I like to visit, but I also think if you guys are here for the crafting and for Alex. You don't get to see Alex very much, but. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add red berries. We'll see what it looks like. The only berries I have are these ones that kind of come in clumps, but we'll see. See what it looks like. Yeah, I like it. Oh yeah, it just brings out the red. We'll add a little more. It brings out the red in her dress. I'm really loving these projects. I just like didn't know what to do. I kind of came in here today. I'm like, what am I going to do? Oh, I want to use these arches. Let's see what we can come up with these arches. And this is what and then I'm like, well, let's use some decoupage paper. That's kind of how my process goes. I just find a few things that I want to use and then kind of just decide what I want to do with them from there. Maybe this one little piece over here. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Whipperpool and Cricket Mercantile. I like your name. I've heard you. I've seen you around. Okay, and then I think I want to add some ribbon to this one as well. We'll see. I don't think I want to do the green, but maybe. No, I don't think that does anything. I think it needs to have red. So I have this, which I think is a little too rustic. So let's try this. Kind of like that, but I have another idea. Let me see if I can find it. Thinking maybe this might look cute. Yeah, I like this. It's just, I don't know where this came from. I've had this in my stash forever. It doesn't really say where it came from, but just that really pretty with the string around the edge. But I think it looks really pretty. Let me look at this one more time. This is just a little bit too, I don't know. This one's a little less bright. But then I think I am going to go with the velvet because I think it's a little more classy for this. So let's just do that. And it's a little less, more, what's the word? Less bright. That's not muted. That's the word I'm thinking of. But it would look cute with either. How long have I been on here? What time did I get on? 4? Okay, we've been here about an hour. Just goes by so fast. Maybe not to you guys, but to me it does. Ah. I like it. Oh, thanks. I gotta read what you said. Oh, thank you. We need to meet someday, some of you guys. Maybe if we go a trip around the United States. Oh, one of my things fell off. Maybe we'll meet up, have a meetup somewhere. I met a couple people on our last trip, just somebody in North Dakota and somebody in Oklahoma. I think that was it. But I think that looks really pretty. Let's add some glitter to all of them now. Kind of clean off some space over here. I don't need that anymore, or that, or that, or that. Okay. So let me find the glitter. Just get a little bit of Mod Podge here. Oops, what? No, I don't see the new comments. It's almost 8 here, and I have 16 more classrooms to go. Ugh, I'm too old for this anymore. So I don't know. Do you are you the janitor, or the custodian? Is that what you do? All right. So let's just add a little bit to her, like somebody said, to her hat, and I just got it all over her face. Don't want that to happen. Let's pull this over and so we can get our glitter on here. I'll put some on the tree too. That looks pretty. That's a little much. see, where else should I add some? Maybe a little right here. You don't have to hardly put any glue, just a little. I feel like I want to put some over here on the other side to balance it. Maybe just in the ground a little bit. Yeah, so pretty. I know, I can't pick a favorite either. I love them all. I like this one with the red too, Lisa. But I also like the other ones. Alright, so that's cute. So, I don't know where to put it. Put it right there for right now. Alright, and then this one, let's add a little bit of glitter to his beard. That looks really pretty. And then he has some little muffs on his, you know, his wrist, whatever you call those, the little cuffs of fur. Oh yeah, that adds a lot. And then there's snow in the tree, so we'll put a little bit up there too. Perfect. Whoa, I almost dropped it on you. So cute. All right. We'll take our witch down for now. I'll show them all to you at the end. Let's put a little bit, let's see what, okay, she has, we'll put some on her tree. And we'll put some on her hat too. And there's a tree on the other side we can put a little bit on. Perfect. Love it. UClean High School and had a whole new wing built on that. Told everyone I'm not doing. Well, guess who's doing that? I love my job. It's getting to be too physical anymore. I am sure 17 years is a long time. So we have the little girl. So I use florals that are probably considered spring, but I don't care. I think they look beautiful. I just looked through what I had, and that's what I had. And then, so these two kind of have the same kind of coloring. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. She's saying, throw up the hearts. I never see them, but I do see them when I watch the or if I go back and look at comments. And then I really do like the red one too. So I'll put pictures of them and you guys can see them better tomorrow. So I think they all turned out beautiful. What would you guys pay for one of these? I am so like, don't know what, ever know what to charge. I always put prices and they seem to sell, but I've always never know what to charge for things. Just covering that glue on the back. So yeah, I like them all too, but let me know if you have an idea what they would sell for. But you guys have a great night and I will see you probably, I'm going to try to craft tomorrow too. So you guys have a great night. Bye.